way that Jesus knows the sheep, or the sheep know him, other than they know his voice. That is, there's loving attention, regular, consistent, relevant words they need to hear, and that's what they know. Words that instruct, that comfort, that teach, and express love. To be known is to be loved, and to be loved is to be known. Hear my voice. Rachel Held Evans, a young woman, mother, author, at 37, just last week, died of just a crazy illness. It's tragic. She was very well-known speaker in the Christian world, writer, really. Her blogs showed her journey of moving from very conservative, evangelical, theologically, to really questioning who is God in our world today, and became a safe space online for people who were struggling with the same. And from everything that I keep seeing coming up, has just been a balm, a help, a leader, helping other people hear Jesus' voice in the way that they need to hear Jesus' voice. She says, "It's a frightful thing, thinking you have to get God right in order to get God to love you. Thinking you're always one error away from damnation. It's a kind of legalism, really. How ironic. The very condition of humanity is to be wrong about God. The moment we figure out God, God ceases to be God. Maybe it's time to embrace the mystery and let ourselves off the hook." We are so apt to take on the shame of feeling like we have let God down or one another down, that we can't extend that grace to ourselves, so that we can't extend that grace to one another. Maybe we need to let ourselves off the hook. Because when I was growing up, I never felt comfortable with womanly ideas of mothers, of personhood. I never thought that I would actually be a mother, get married. I was going to go to China and save everyone. I don't know what I thought I was going to do. Growing up, on occasion, someone might ask me whether I was a boy or a girl, and I loved that. I don't know why, but that's who I was. I didn't like being pegged. I didn't like the ideas of stereotypic notions of male and female. What makes a good person, a good mother, a good father? We might enjoy some so-called equality in industry, but household matters tend to be more at the forefront of a mother's agenda. Or at least the cultural expectation women have and men typically don't, to be the go-to, I should say. But even these things are changing, but it does require a paradigm shift in thinking, in the way that we think about who is a mother, what does it mean to be female, male, father, parent. I still take on things out of such expectation, unthinking. Other than I don't want to appear like a bad mother. I don't know what it is that's motivating, but I still take them on. Also, I'm aware of a number of family units in which the mom is left and the dad remains to work and parent alone. My kids have friends whose situations are like that, and the father is absolutely the champion of the home. But we have this idea that being equal means acting like the ones who hold power. For some reason, the idea that violence and crass language elevates everyone to the same level, like in movies, well, the latter is leveling, though likely not elevating the crass language. But women in power have consistently adapted to the existing masculinized culture where they serve as honorary males. See, we don't change the way we understand what it means to be a leader, to be successful. We just make it everyone still looking like the same kind of holding power, the strength, the muscle, the control. And that's exactly where we go wrong. The idea that someone must be in power in order to be of influence, controlling our kids instead of listening to them. A good leader does not require control. Good leadership does not mean those who follow do so because they're afraid to do otherwise. Good leadership is infectious. It is relational. It is intentional and patient, kind, not boastful, not arrogant or rude. Does that sound familiar? It's love from 1 Corinthians 13. They hear my voice and I know them and they follow me. I love them by knowing them, know them by loving, listening to them instead of trying to control the outcome of the conversation. They recognize me because I am there. They trust me because I get to know them. I don't just say, trust me. You earn that not by striving for it, but by being there. My kids follow, well, when they follow. They do so because we have a bajillion conversations. We listen to each other, usually, but I must be the first to listen. That sounds frustrating. You seem excited. Wow, that must really be confusing. And they might say, exactly. Or, well, no, not that, but an open other. Jesus also said, anyone who comes to me, I will never drive away. Anyone who comes to me, I will never drive away. And this is the will of God, that I should lose nothing of all that is given to me. No one is lost. Hear my voice. Our teenagers are graduating, and they still need our care, our nurture, our guidance. How do we continue to provide this? How do we provide nurture and guidance when we have our own grief? Perhaps a loss of a mother or father ourselves, or harm done by our mothers or fathers. How can we fill the void for one another, whereby filling our own void? The Shekinah, that's how. The Shekinah, the dwelling of God here with us. The indwelling Trinity, creating space whereby being filled. Walt Whitman likens this creative movement to attentiveness to nature, and it is my instruction to the graduates